Inside the demon castle, the hero's party is currently fighting the demon lord in order to protect the world. However, the demon lord seems to be too powerful for the hero's party as they are badly injured, and they are losing hope, except for the hero, Max, who stood up in front of his party, brimming with determination. Because of this, his party regained their fighting spirit, and they stood behind Max to fight with him until the very end. Seeing this, the demon lord started attacking again, and the priest used his magic to block the demon lord's first attack, while the warrior suffered grave injuries in order to block his second attack. And the hero didn't waste their efforts. He charged at the demon lord before slashing his sword while receiving buffs from their mage. His attack caused a huge explosion, and after the light subsided, the hero vomited a mouthful of blood, but the demon lord suffered critical injuries from his attack. The demon lord accepted his defeat. However, he vowed that he would return to exact his revenge. Then the scene changed, showing the reincarnated demon lord, who had turned into a kid, and he's already looking forward to fighting the hero again. At the same time, Xenia, his subordinate, showed up to congratulate him. He asked if she was responsible for his reincarnation before asking where his other subordinates were. She explained that they were in a state of slumber after their battle against the hero, and after hearing this, the demon lord thought that every single one of them was useless. Afterwards, he wondered if Xenia got taller, but she interrupted him while saying that they needed to get him some clothes first. The demon lord asked for his favorite attire, but he was annoyed when none of his clothes fit. Xenia explained that 10 years wasn't enough for him to restore all of his powers, which also resulted in his undeveloped physical form. This also includes his thing. The demon lord was saddened after losing his muscles, but Xenia cheered her up while saying that she had prepared some outfits that would suit his current body. The first outfit she prepared was a magical girl's outfit. The demon lord complained about the outfit, but she tricked him by saying that it was a traditional maid's attire while calling him handsome. Afterwards, she made him wear a maid outfit, so he complained that he wouldn't wear the clothing of a lowly maid. Xenia changed his outfit again, this time into a sailor's uniform. The demon lord settled on this outfit before Xenia could make him wear a swimsuit. Then the demon lord finally asked what the hero was up to, but she pretended that she didn't know who he was talking about. He emphasized that he was talking about the hero Max while speculating that he must have become royalty after defeating him 10 years ago. Xenia nervously told him that the hero had disappeared and that his status had been a mystery ever since he defeated him. Because of this, the demon lord thought Max maintained his humble attitude and removed himself from earthly existence as part of his spiritual training. He was impressed with Max's actions, and he's even more excited to meet him again. Xenia tried to change the topic. She told the demon lord that because of his long absence, he had a lot of duties piling up, so he should forget about the hero for now. The demon lord refuted that since the hero is the biggest threat to him and his minions, he couldn't ignore his existence. However, Xenia still insisted that he didn't have to concern himself with the hero, since the hero is just a human who's bound to get old and die. The demon lord noticed that Xenia was hiding something from him. Xenia tried to deny it, but she couldn't answer properly, so it is even more suspicious. Because of this, the demon lord panicked, thinking that Xenia was trying to hide the fact that the hero had died. However, he couldn't get an answer from Xenia, so he decided to use his third eye to look for the hero by finding his life force. After getting Max's location, the demon lord checked the world map and decided to pay his nemesis a visit. Xenia panicked and tried to stop the demon lord from leaving while saying that he would regret it if he met the hero. However, she couldn't stop him as he flew towards the hero's location. Xenia started crying while apologizing after she failed to stop the demon lord from meeting the hero. On the way to the hero's location, the demon lord noticed the human cities, and although he called them primitive, he was impressed with how fast their civilization had progressed while he was gone. It didn't take him long to find the hero's location. He immediately entered the hero's apartment while proudly announcing his return. However, he was dumbfounded after seeing a lazy-looking middle-aged man inside the room. The hero was also dumbfounded, but he lazily asked the demon lord who he was. The demon lord apologized, thinking that he got the wrong person. However, the middle-aged guy confirmed that he is Max while wondering what a demon would want from him. The demon lord couldn't believe the situation, but he saw a familiar sword among the trash inside the room. It was the Holy Blade, Blazebringer, that sliced his arm into ribbons, the same sword the hero used to kill him 10 years ago. Because of this, Max finally realized that the demon in front of him was the demon lord. But the demon lord still couldn't believe that the physically and mentally sluggish person in front of him was the same guy who beat him 10 years ago. He even asked what happened to the hero's chiseled jawline. The hero refuted that he just aged and that it is completely normal. He also added that the Demon Lord is just as unrecognizable as him while asking why he is wearing a sailor's uniform. But the Demon Lord ignored him and complained about the foul stench inside the room while asking if it was body odor. Because of this, the Demon Lord started cleaning up the trash while lecturing Max. However, Max panicked when he noticed that the Demon Lord had picked up his toy. Then the Demon Lord started using Max's laptop, completely ignoring his complaints while praising humanity for developing a useful tool for research. But Max finally remembered to ask why the Demon Lord had come to his place. The Demon Lord announced that with his return, humans would bow down to his authority and lived under his rule. However, Max didn't care about it, which annoyed the Demon Lord, as his only purpose for reincarnating was to make Max suffer as he tries to protect humanity. The Demon Lord couldn't understand why Max had stopped caring, so he asked for the reason that made him change. Max explained that after defeating him and his minions, the world didn't need him anymore, so he faded into obscurity, and now he's just a nobody. He also added that heroes are useless in times of peace, so he was just seen as a nuisance instead, and it's easier to live like a bum. However, the Demon Lord still couldn't believe everything, so he used the laptop to search for Max's information on the internet. The first thing he found was an alleged affair involving Max. Max tried to deny it while explaining that the husband and wife were just one of those money-hungry hero hunters. But after watching how nervous he was on the recorded interview, the Demon Lord was convinced that Max really did it, while adding that Max reaped what he sowed. Then the Demon Lord continued reading the next article while ignoring Max's explanation. He was shocked that Max had violently attacked a citizen. Max tried to argue that the title was misleading and that he was just trying to defend himself from 6 people who had tried to ambush him. However, the Demon Lord pointed out that he could just run away instead since he could even escape from his minions. And based on Max's explanation, he concluded that Max just lost his temper after drinking too much alcohol. Afterwards, the Demon Lord checked the next article, and he was so shocked that he cursed Max for stooping so low, because the article was saying that Max had cheated with 10 different women. Max denied it again while complaining about the jokes made about him because of this article, and even the Demon Lord couldn't hold his chuckle after hearing the jokes. Seeing the depressed hero, the Demon Lord tried to look for some of Max's positive moments. However, he couldn't stop his laughter anymore after seeing how cheesy Max's video was, adding that Max looked like a total jackass. Max covered his ears in embarrassment after hearing the cheesy speech he made on the video. After calming down, the Demon Lord consoled Max by saying that the nail that sticks out gets hammered down, so it was also expected that people would try to expose him after Max acted so insufferably. At the same time, the Demon Lord noticed a picture of Max with his companions, and she noticed he cared about the picture, unlike his sword, while asking where the bright hero with high potential was. Max commented on how obsessed the Demon Lord was with him, but the Demon Lord ignored it and asked about his relationship with his companions instead. Max told him that they hadn't been in touch for years since there were no reasons for it anymore. However, the Demon Lord pointed out that the reason he had parted with his companions was because of his egotistical attitude. Max wasn't happy to hear it, so he told the Demon Lord to stop acting like he knew him before telling him to leave. The Demon Lord finally understood why Xenia didn't want him to meet the hero, but before leaving, he tried to provoke the hero again by announcing that he would assemble his army to conquer the world and kill his companions. However, Max isn't against it, and he was even encouraging the Demon Lord to do it so he wouldn't have to pay his debt to one of his former companions. The Demon Lord couldn't bear listening anymore, so he used his magic and attacked Max. However, Max easily dodged his attack while also smashing his face with a pillow, which threw him back to the apartment door. Then Max commented that his companions are not stupid enough to be killed by a pipsqueak like the Demon Lord. The Demon Lord woke up inside the closet. He's infuriated that Max didn't finish him off. Afterwards, he opened the closet in order to leave. However, after going out, he saw Max playing with his thing, and he couldn't believe that he didn't even wait for him to leave before doing it. The Demon Lord asked Max why he didn't kill him, so Max explained that it was because he's not a hero anymore, and based on his current situation, he would just be accused of killing a love child if the public found out about it. While having coffee together, the Demon Lord remembered how he was thrown away after being hit by a pillow. Because of this, he acknowledges that Max is still as strong as before, adding that he still has the spirit of a hero. However, Max pointed out that the Demon Lord had just become weak, so he found it hilarious when he remembered that the Demon Lord had declared that he would kill his companions. The Demon Lord refuted that he's just not himself because he had just woken up, before declaring that he would regain his strength to battle with Max again. However, Max told him that he was utterly disgusted with their world, and it destroyed any ambition to be a hero he ever had. He also added that once the Demon Lord started causing trouble, a new hero would just emerge to fight with him. Hearing this, the Demon Lord looked helpless before deciding to leave. He didn't forget to apologize for barging in, and he also thanked Max for his hospitality before leaving. However, it didn't take long before the Demon Lord returned, and he was even carrying ingredients for Hot Pot while proudly telling Max how he was praised by the cashier for running errands. Max was shocked to see the Demon Lord's actions, and he found this current Demon Lord more terrifying compared to 10 years ago. The Demon Lord also announced that he would be staying with Max from now on, but Max refused, saying that he didn't want to babysit him. However, the Demon Lord refuted that he's the one who will be looking after Max. Then they started eating the hot pot together, and Max was impressed that it tasted decent. At the same time, a creature was watching them, attracted by the food's delicious smell. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and look forward to the next part.